The reason why I love subliminals is because they're an easy, effortless way to transform your mindset, transform your beliefs, and transform your manifestations while simply listening. Hello gorgeous souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another one of my videos today. So today's video is a beginner's guide to subliminals. I am asked consistently, Emma, what are subliminals, especially on my subliminal videos, or how do they work? Why can't I hear the affirmations that you're saying? So this video is designed to be your go-to guide on what subliminals are, how to work with them, and what benefits they have. But if you're new here to my channel, then welcome. My name is Emma. I'm an award-winning life coach, 3 times best-selling manifestation author, law of attraction YouTuber here on my channel, and I'm the host of the #1 spirituality podcast on iTunes, Aligned Abundance. And here on my channel, I cover all things law of attraction, manifestation, spirituality, and self-help. So not only do I really hope you're going to enjoy this video, but the abundance of videos here on my channel over the last 10 years. So subliminals, what are they? I first came across subliminals probably about 4 to 5 years ago now, and they hugely changed my life. They unlocked such an effortless way of manifesting that I knew there was so much power behind these. Now I've created my own subliminals here on my channel over the last 3+ years. And over those 3 years, they've accumulated hundreds of thousands of views. And so many of you have commented on these videos saying how much they've supported you, how much you've manifested, how it shifted things for you, how they're calming, how they feel like a spa for your mind whilst you're listening to them. And these are the biggest compliments that I could have. So thank you so much for all your love and support on my subliminals, because I'm so pleased. These incredible affirmation and audios have such a huge shift and profound impact on you all. And over those 3 years, not only have I created an entire catalogue of subliminals here on my YouTube channel, I've also created and released 3 playlists on my website shop, which are completely ad and talk free. So those are there for you if you want to explore even more subliminals and you enjoy the ones here on my channel. So first of all, what are subliminals? Well, they are audio tracks, so affirmations placed underneath music, or very often healing music with healing frequencies in them. So it plays almost like a track. So you would hear it and think it's just music playing. And very often you will hear somebody speaking very quietly underneath the audio. Now, I think it is important to hear to some degree what that person is saying, because the subconscious mind still needs to hear it. I've heard a lot of subliminals where you hear absolutely nothing, and even when you enhance the track, you still can't hear the person's affirmations. So it is important that you can hear it just a little bit, because your subconscious mind is taking that information in. So why can't you hear the affirmations underneath the track? What they are designed to do, subliminals, is talk to the subconscious mind. So when you're repeating affirmations in day-to-day life, you might repeat an affirmation like, I am a millionaire, or I feel positively wealthy with money. And when you say that, you might think, oh, well, I don't believe that, or, oh, that doesn't feel good, or, well, that's not my reality. So what happens is the subconscious mind kicks in and instantly responds with a negative or, limiting belief that stops you from feeling good when you're repeating that affirmation. So why are subliminals better? I call subliminals lazy manifesting, not because they're lazy in any way, shape, or form, but it is fantastic for those of us who want effortless ways to rewire our subconscious mind and beliefs. So what happens is when you're listening to subliminals, the conscious mind is focused on the music. The conscious mind is focusing on the track, and you can't hear what is being said underneath the track. And that is why it's important to obviously consume subliminals from trusted sources and experts and people who know what they're doing, because obviously there are so many out there from faceless accounts. You have no idea what they're saying underneath there. So please only purchase and use them from places that you trust and you know who that person is, and it's a trusted source. And what those affirmations underneath the music are doing is speaking to your subconscious mind. So because your conscious mind can't quite hear what's being said, it's flowing straight into the subconscious mind. It's bypassing that conscious mind and it's going straight into the subconscious. So those affirmations of, I'm positively wealthy with money, I have unlimited finances, I feel so good with money, is being consumed by the subconscious, and the subconscious is going, Yeah, that's true. There's no resistance there or room for doubt to start to creep in. So what happens with subliminals is that your beliefs effortlessly transform and rewire into positive beliefs. And the best bit about subliminals is they're so easy to listen to. You can put them on in the background whilst you're working, whilst you're cooking, you're cleaning, maybe on a run, walking in nature, maybe you're relaxing and reading and you want something on in the background. But a lot of time, people love to listen to subliminals whilst they sleep. So the reason why this works so powerfully when you go to sleep is because when you're in that kind of just pre-sleep state, your subconscious mind is so adaptable and it is in a prime mode where it can absorb these affirmations and they work powerfully. Now, I think affirmations work just as powerfully throughout the day. I personally don't like listening to things whilst I go to sleep, just because I prefer complete silence whilst I sleep. So for me, it doesn't work. But for some people, they love listening to subliminals overnight. They can go to sleep to them really easily. So if that is you, give it a try, absolutely. For me personally, they work great throughout my day whilst I'm working or doing something, or I just want some nice relaxing music to listen to. That's when they work well for me. So give them all a try and see what works for you. And the reason why I love subliminals is because they're an easy, effortless way to transform your mindset, transform your beliefs, and transform your manifestations while simply listening. It's that easy. So subliminals are an amazing way to get started with manifesting and a great tool you can integrate easily into your day. So now for some disclaimers with subliminals. They are not advised to be listened to whilst you're driving or whilst operating heavy machinery, because obviously they are activating your subconscious mind. You want to make sure that you're not doing anything, too important like driving or operating heavy machinery. So please make sure you're not listening to them whilst you're doing, important things like that. But subliminals are often put to healing frequencies and healing music to amplify the power of those affirmations. So all of my subliminals on my playlist and here on my channel all have healing frequency music integrated into them. So you'll see on the track it says like alpha 10 hertz or beta 160 hertz. So each healing frequency has a different purpose, a different healing modality to support you with that affirmation. So I love putting subliminals to healing music because it really just takes that healing to a whole new, deeper level. So although your conscious mind doesn't pick up on the affirmations, your subconscious mind absolutely is. So what are some of the benefits to subliminals? Well, as I've shared, I love to class them as easy ways to manifest because you can put it on so easily in the background whilst you're doing other stuff. And you don't really need to do much. You just need to listen to it. And a lot of people say, do I need to listen to the whole hour and 11 minutes? No, absolutely not. In all of my subliminals, for example, there are 44 powerful affirmations to that topic, to that subliminal, all themed on what the topic is. So those 44 affirmations will be repeated. So even if you listen to 10 minutes, half an hour, it's still just as impactful. So listen to however much or however little you have time for, but even just listening to 10 minutes a day can make a huge, profound impact on your life. And you can expect to feel relaxed after subliminals and even releasing stress. A lot of the time subliminals, especially mine, are put to relaxing music. So it's nice to just relax and listen to nice calming music whilst also knowing that it's doing positive things in the background. And also one of the main positives to subliminals is of course the rewiring of your beliefs, turning negative or limiting beliefs into new positive beliefs. So you will start to see your mindset shift and miracles and abundance manifest into your day. The amount of times I've done my own money subliminal here on YouTube, and you can read all the comments on that video of people doing exactly the same and manifesting huge abundance the same freaking day, is unreal. So you will start to see physical manifestations, shifts in how you feel, shifts in your mindset and how you feel towards your desires. So for those of you who are in an inner work season, subliminals are the perfect complement to your limiting belief work to really just help and support that work you're doing. So how can you listen to subliminals? One of the most frequent questions I get is, can you listen to them in headphones or speakers? What is the best thing to do? I personally listen to them on speakers. I don't personally listen to them on headphones. Obviously, if you were sleeping, then headphones might be more appropriate. I don't think there is a benefit to one or the other. I think both work just as powerfully, but obviously when it's in headphones, it's closer to your ears, it's a bit louder, a bit more clearer. So you could try both and see what works for you. It's all about intention, remember. So whether it's on a speaker or a headphone, it's going to work just as powerfully for you. Another question I've seen pop up a lot is from people who don't speak English. And they say, will your subliminals work even though it's not my native language? Now, my answer to that is, again, it's all intention. If you understand English, then yes, of course it's going to work because you're going to know what that subliminal means. Now, it might feel more comfortable to find creators and subliminals in your native language, in your first language that, resonates with you more, of course, but absolutely, it will still work even if it's not your first language. And finally, one of the most frequent questions I get is, Emma, I can't hear what you're saying. Am I meant to hear the affirmations? No, you're not. That is the whole point of it. You are not meant to hear the affirmations because they are underneath the music, but you can hear me whispering. Well, I'm not whispering, I'm talking, but it sounds like I'm whispering underneath the audio as your subconscious mind is hearing those affirmations and taking them in. So the whole point is that it bypasses the conscious mind, so you're not focusing on them and you're just seamlessly receiving them. And remember, consistency is key, just like with everything. Consistency with subliminals is important to see the desired results. So you don't have to listen to them every day, but if you can and integrate that into a daily routine, amazing. But even just listening to them a couple of times a week, just as and when you can, is great. Consistency really helps you to see that shift in your mindset, in neuroplasticity with your beliefs. So yes, if you can listen to it every day for 21 days, you're going to see huge results. And I would focus on one subliminal for a period of time so you can really see the impact and results of that area of your life, and then work on different subliminals for different themes and areas. And one thing I will also say is, don't overdo it. When you're doing subconscious work, your subconscious mind needs time to integrate. This is why when you're doing any healing modality, the teacher or person, doing the healing modality will share with you, don't do anything else for 72 hours. This is so your subconscious mind can process and rewire without feeling overwhelmed or overstimulated. If you're doing lots of different subliminals and lots of different cognitive work, there's no time for it to actually be integrated and embodied. So whilst listening is absolutely fine daily, just make sure you're not doing loads of different subliminals for loads of different things and loads of different cognitive work. Let everything have its time. Let the tools and modalities you're doing actually get to work. But one thing to remember is that subliminals are completely safe, supportive, and a fantastic way to manifest and also work on your mindset. They are such a fun way to work with powerful affirmations and your subconscious mind to create amazing shifting results. So I hope this video has answered some of your frequently asked questions on subliminals and given you a guide on how to get started. But I will link my subliminal playlist down below for you to get started with them today. Let me know how you get on. Let me know what shifted for you with the power of subliminals. I would love to hear, and I cannot wait to hear what manifests for you. But thank you so much, gorgeous souls, for watching. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because we'd love to see you again soon. And don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below because I reply to them all. And don't forget, you can also join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. I hope you have an incredible week, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you all in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love.